Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Cruise O'Clock right here at Prime Media TV. As you can see, the table is cruising. The faces of the people who are cruising here is as well cruising. I am Ayo. I'm your anchor for this segment. As you all know, on the Cruise O'Clock segment, what we do majorly is to put our mouth in matters that concern us. And today, myself and one and only living treasure of Prime Media TV are ready to put our mouth in matter that concerns us this afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm cruising.
You're cruising.
Yeah.
I love that response. How are you doing today?
I am cruising.
All right. So, producer, I beg in God's name, let's cruise with Umbrella by Moses, please. Then we'll come back to have our conversation on this segment. Stay with us.
I know it's fellow, he is more than able, no. Because my daddy did for him throne. Observe my life, oh, see the way I know. Because I'm under the umbrella. Now God there on for me is more than able, no. Because I'm under the umbrella. Now God there on for me is more than able, no.
My daddy cover me.
Cover.
Give him major charge over me.
So as you can see, my daddy cover me, and I need to cover my head with a lot of umbrella before I dive into this conversation. Because before we started, somebody has already accused me that this one that the background is dark. Your dress is dark. Your hair is dark. What exactly do you want to talk about? Yes, I have to cover myself with umbrella because I'm about to talk about very dark man. I hope you are ready to.
Yeah.
I am
And
covered.
actually, it's a rainy day, so you actually
use the umbrella to cover up. That's actually a good one. So I have covered myself with umbrella to talk about very dark man. So there has been a video circulating about very dark man revealing some supposed confidential information. I intentionally target confidential information because that is what a lot of Nigerians has been tagging it. He said it's not a document, it is a voice note of Bobrisky paying Efcc 15 million naira for them to drop the money laundering charges against him. And immediately they dropped the money laundering charges. He was charged to court. His godfather called the Controller General of the prison and they asked him to be kept in an apartment. So apparently Bobrisky did not go to prison.
He never went
to prison. But then let's talk about this thing that Nigerians have been shouting since yesterday, confidential document. Do you as well see this thing as a classified information about EFCC? Or what are you making out of that?
Well, I would have had issue with it if it were coming from the EFCC themselves. Right, if they had been able to target confidential information,
but people are tagging it.
That anybody can say anything. But it being it's coming from the EFCC themselves, then there it would have been a problem.
Yeah,
because they inform a secret, that they never want Nigerians to know about. The thing is that there's what I used to tell people: a secret that involves anything that involves more than one person is no longer a secret.
Yeah.
If it does not leak that day, it does not leak the next day, it will definitely leak. Two people, there will always be misunderstanding. One thing must lead to one thing. Somebody, is either you mistakenly told somebody or the other person will inform somebody, and before you know it, one day, 1 year, it will definitely leak. So what leaked, the case of Bobrisky and the EFCC and very dark man is should I say, Yoruba people will say, Olorun ti mu won. God don't catch them. What they never wanted us to know about.
Now we know about
with the help of very dark man.
Yes.
By God.
Yes.
We got to know about it.
Able to know about. But then let's look at it this way. Don't you think very dark man could have done better as a whistleblower by calling the attention of EFCC? Or I don't know exactly how to put it. I believe that the work of the whistleblowers is to get information. They have access to information that some of the law enforcement agencies do not have access to. Don't you think it would have been better if he had, given this classified information to a body that's monitored, maybe to the ICPC, because EFCC is involved here. The EFCC may not be able to do the job or giving it to investigative journalists to do these findings so that the truth can be unveiled completely and it will just catch them unaware instead of him taking it up immediately. So what are you making out of that?
Well, to me, I would tell you that Very Dark Man did it the right way. Judging from how corruption has eaten, how deep corruption has eaten in Nigeria in our sector, if you are taking it to any other agency, there is no tendency that there is no assurance. All right, they will find a way to cover themselves. We see how people are seeing things going wrong and they are coming to defend those things. All right, so long. What if the people we are saying he should have related information with? What if they are part of the secret, the game? All right, what if they benefited from the business? Man, 15 million is not a small money. All right, and I'm sure it was not a minor, officer that collected that money. And of course, it does not go to one person's pocket. So I want to believe that he letting this information out to Nigerians is for Nigerians to see how EFCC operates. There have been so many questions on why some people who are, having cases of embezzlement are seen working freely, and people who should be in police detention are working freely. This thing, with the aid of this information now, people now know what happened behind the scene. All right. Bobrisky came out and he was making it look like her own prison is different from other prison. It was almost people were like, she came out. Sorry. He came out and was looking very more beautiful, very fresh. The people were even saying that the money he was given, he had to give it to people. So many things. So we now see that Bobrisky never visited prison. We now see that sometimes in this country, sometimes most people that they tell us that they are in prison are never in prison. For if person of Bobrisky caliber, now just imagine politicians. If they could do this for Bobrisky, just imagine politicians, maybe ex-governors, senators, and all these politicians. Just imagine when they have cases that should make them to be in prison. You see that somebody, one godfather somewhere, will just make a call, and why Nigerians believe that the person is in prison, the person is in one lodge cruising, just like cruise o'clock.
Cruising. Yes, they are cruising it. But then I just want to express my own displeasure from the part of the EFCC. For now, let's make something clear. A Very Dark Man is a national treasure.
Yeah.
We must protect him at all costs because
they dare not even touch him.
He has just dropped a very, very confidential information against the EFCC. And what they pay me be saying. Some people that we expect so much from, they are not even doing
uphold the law.
They are not doing enough. Look at what is coming to my mind again is the case of this 99% oppressed that was remanded in prison, an investigative journalist who made findings, and these people, they were not commended for a good job that they did. Because I'm seeing a repeat of that on Very Dark Man, because a lot of Nigerians are now saying that, EFCC, at least you're supposed to protect their name. You're supposed to protect their face. This guy said, I'm not protecting their face. I'm coming outside to chest what I have said. Then it is bringing me to how we can no longer trust this supposed body that is supposed to be upholding the truth, that is supposed to be upholding integrity, that we have to leave some of this responsibility to the hand of individual to do the job of unveiling the truth. I'm just looking at what does it cost Very Dark Man to get this truth? But Yaya Bello has been moving around. EFCC.
The truth.
I fear you.
The truth.
I feel salutes.
You asked a question about why people are targeting confidential information.
Yeah.
The truth is that it's actually not. There's nothing. It's not anything near to confidential information. Why Bobrisky was under trial? Why she was under investigation? Shim. Why Shim was under investigation on a norm. her course and every of her activities are supposed to be, monitored. All right. Everything he does are supposed to be monitored. So if anybody has access to his core, of course, it's normal. If anybody is under investigation, the move of that person is strictly, monitored. Yeah. So it's not out of place for Very Dark Man to have had access. Of course, EFCC, if actually they were investigating him, they should have access to all the conversation, everything he does, every call he makes. They need to know who he's seeing, who he's talking to, and all that. If actually, as somebody that was under investigation for financial crime, these things are normal. So I'm sure the Very Dark Man is now doing the work of the EFCC. He's now the real EFCC. And honestly, I am happy with what is happening.
Yeah.
I am happy because
Afefe is fame.
Yes, and we are seeing the nyash of Adia. Yes. Nobody would have believed that Bobrisky never visited prison. Nobody, so you will see how so many things, dirty things goes underground, and they will come out to tell us something different. And I keep on saying this activity cannot be perpetrated by a minor in that organization, in that agency, right? Because the news trended. So it was Bobrisky was like a scapegoat for this naira mutilation and for, whatever.
And we were pitying him.
And we were pitying him.
We were pitying him, not knowing that the guy was eating AC.
Cruising somewhere. He has Godfather. Just imagine even the names that were mentioned, that Very Dark Man mentioned. People that should be withholding the standard of the Nigerian Constitution. People that should be ensuring that there is implementation of laws. So it's so bad that this corruption as a virus has entered even the nooks and cranny parts of Nigeria.
Yeah, definitely.
That even whether young or old, nobody is exempted. Yeah. It's a very big thing. It's a very big issue. But with the loss of Very Dark Man, so many things they've done in the secret. God, with the aid of people like Very Dark Man, will be unveiling them to Nigeria. Yeah, when they lie to us, Very Dark Man will reveal the truth.
Definitely. So on this note, let's go on a quick break so that we'll be able to calm our temper.
We need to catch some cruise.
We need to catch some cruise because I saw something posted by Instablog yesterday where a fan had said something and Bobrisky responded to it, proving the proving the assumption in the hearts of Nigerians that truly he did not go into prison. So let's go on a quick break. Let's close a little. As soon as we get back, we'll dive into that conversation. Stay with us.
Oh my body, where you the carry me go? Now you the carry me go. I dey under the canopy, so I know what I like and no be. When they try to put down for my body, bounce cause Jehovah cover me, cover. But I know this stuff, you know, get the checkpoint too. Everything you do is on point too. Lord, now my head where you are not. Your grace, more the rest, they always they follow me. Your joy be my strength, they power me. No other power to oppose me.
Because I'm under the umbrella. Now God they run from me. It's more than they will do. Because I'm under the umbrella. Now God they run from me. It's more than they will do.
Be God. Now you get the power. And the steady they collect you. Cause now your hotspots.
They run out for us, so now why will they cruise them for years? So I said we are going to disclose something that was posted on the street of social media by Instablog. And Instablog had posted this on their X handle, and I was like, are you serious at all? Are you serious at all? But then let's quickly have a view. So a follower had posted this. He said, Bob, you were never in prison. And he posted with a laugh emoji. And Bobrisky 222 official, he responded and said no loudam. So let's define no loudam.
And so I saw an emoji of abeg.
Yes, abeg.
Please.
And laughter.
No loudam.
So let's quickly define no loudam. This is looking like a confirmation to all of the allegations that was made by Very Dark Man. So this is a proof for it. But this guy as well posted it on his Instagram. that they should discard any information. Let's quickly explain no loud and we call it a day.
Okay, no loud
Mm-hmm.
means say no talk and make another person hear them. No talk and make people hear them. Don't allow people to hear it too. It's true, but please, I don't want people to know about it.